Today's episode is probably going to be short and sweet, but it's so important nevertheless because I need to clear up this misconception that your career is your purpose. It almost never is. Your career tends to be a vehicle, a path to your purpose, but it's not your particular purpose. The way to kind of think about this is that your purpose is your why. It's much broader, it's much bigger. It answers the question, well, why am I here? Why, like, what did I come to do in this lifetime? Like, what am I here to do? And if you take that stance, then you can see how you can answer that many different ways, because you can have many different roles and many different careers and many different titles. I think that the danger of equating a career or a title or a role to your purpose is that we can get really attached to that career or that title or that role, not realizing that it's just a way, right? Like, it's just a path, it's just a vehicle to what you're actually here to do. And if you're someone like me who's had many careers, and you know what your purpose is, you can probably see a common thread between all of the roles that you've held or the roles that you've been attracted to. Even if that's not something that you already know, I would really invite you to just grab a piece of paper and just list out all of the roles that you've had from the time that you started working. I don't know. And really think about, what attracted you to those roles. Like, what were the roles where you really shined and you felt really good, and really think about why. And I promise you that you're going to see some threads, you're going to see some commonalities, and that is almost always tied to your purpose. According to human design, my purpose is to lovingly help people wake the fuck up. And, if you've been part of my audience for the past 5 years or so, you can probably see that theme no matter, what I was doing or kind of what title I had. And, if you're curious about, well, what is my purpose, right? Like, you might be just feeling like what you're doing right now and no longer fits, or it's not serving you, or that there's like misalignment, or you have outgrown kind of what you've been doing. It might be worth just connecting to different resources and different tools to connect with your purpose and learn what that is. We all have one, and you can all know what your purpose is in this lifetime. And so a couple of tools that I want to share with you is getting an Akashic record reading. And the Akashic record is this kind of energetic library, if you will. It's not like a library where you go and check out books, but it's like this energetic library where there are records of your past, present, and future paths, right? Like future possibilities. And there are many different Akashic record readers. You can learn how to open and read your own Akashic records, but again, if that's something that you want to go towards, just please make sure that you do your due diligence, you ask a lot of questions, and always, always, always follow your gut. You can also look to human design. There are so many apps and so many resources online to really connect with human design. And human design, I'm not at all a design expert by any means, but I am a very big fan. It's very similar to astrology because it just kind of helps you make sense of like why you do what you do and why you like and are attracted to the things that you're attracted to and the things that you're repelled by. But human design is kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of different ancient practices. And, you can really get in the weeds with human design, but you can learn your energy type, right? You can learn your purpose. You can learn ways to identify if you're in alignment with your energy type, ways that you can identify the ways that you're not in alignment. Like, it's a really, really cool tool. And again, similar to astrology, it's just another way to further understand yourself. Astrology is another way to also learn more about your purpose in this lifetime. You can also connect with your guides. If you have a relationship with spirit guides, with ancestor guides, you can ask them. What I find to be true almost always is that folks have an idea of what they're here to do. They have an idea of their purpose in this lifetime. And, sometimes you just need a little bit of the validation, or sometimes you need someone to tell you, yeah, girl, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. That's exactly what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But All that to say that there are many tools available to you so that you can really be with and get to know and really understand what you're here to do, and really, not over rely on working, right? Or over relying on your business, or over relying on a career to give you meaning, right? Like that already exists. It existed before you started working, before you started your business, and it's the same thing now. And so I think that, for entrepreneurs in particular, it's really, really, really important that you understand that your business, your work right now is not always, like your purpose. Again, it's a vehicle, it's a thing, like it's a path, but it is not your purpose. And the reason why it's so important for entrepreneurs to understand that your business, your role right now is not your actual purpose, it's a vehicle to that, because it can prevent you from getting too attached to the one version of your business, right? The version that it is right now. And as I've shared in previous episodes, your business is going to evolve. Like there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like if you evolve, the business will evolve. And even when you fight it, things will go down and it will evolve. Right. And so when we understand that if we need to pivot, right, we will still be in alignment with our purpose. If we need to change something, we can still be in alignment with our purpose. If we need to shut down a business and start another one, or we need to shut down our business and do something else, we can still be in alignment with our purpose. I think that it can really relieve a lot of pressure from us. We actually need to do a much better job at embracing the pivot, embracing, change, and really opening up and being flexible to this idea that if I am committed to being in alignment with my purpose, that's all that's needed. And the how and the where and all of those other details, they'll come. The commitment to being in alignment to the purpose is what's most important. That's all I have for y'all. I will catch you next week.